Hey, well, didn't don't tell me I didn't tell y'all so. You know, like we spoke about this during my program a couple weeks ago. We're talking about Gaza and what's going on there with Netanyahu, the war criminal that's wanted by 120 countries right now for committing genocide. Over 50,000 civilians and kids and mothers and children dead in Israel and in Gaza. So here we go with President Trump sitting by his side saying that he did an amazing job. And today, listen, I'm fired up right now. I'm very very upset with life, with our people, just humanity by itself. I'm thrown back with humanity right now because like I can't believe that we're as human moral just having morals and just being sovereign and just loving and being a Christ loving person. Oh my God, what are we doing to these people? You know what I'm saying? He's talking about removing them out of their own land, which was already stolen by Israeli settlers, which is determined that they are like settling in Israel where land didn't belong to them, push these people back into Gaza, and now saying get out because it's a demolition site, which I stated in my last show before, and I've spoken about that in like I think show number episode 2. We were talking about Gaza, and I'll go back to some of the clips and I'll throw some shorts out there for you guys and what I was saying about Gaza. But like they're making way for a canal. They're making a way for a canal, and I've said that. I've went back on my show, and I know I went through a segment about Gaza and Palestine, and I've always been a supporter of Palestine, not a supporter of Hamas, but for the people and the children of Palestine to have a stable life, man. We're in 2025, and they're starving right now. We're talking about moving a whole population of people into different pieces of land. Yo, this man is crazy. Whatever he said yesterday, he is absolutely batshit. We cannot as Americans allow this to happen. This is crazy. This right here, guys, is nuts. Like we're seeing this guy Netanyahu that is one. These both these guys uh, are 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 corrupt. Went to court for corruption in their countries. Uh, these are a fucking pair right here, guys. Like this is unbelievable, and we're okay with this. We're okay with this picture and this image right now around the world. This photo op saying that he's a great, amazing guy after they used our weapons to destroy Gaza to make way for a resort that he wants to build, a beautiful resort and make it American. Are you crazy? Are we crazy right now? We are doomed if we're going to allow this to happen. I mean, people around the world already think we have no morals allowing this guy to be president. I don't know how we're allowing this to actually be. The stuff that's coming out, I mean, I can't keep up with the news uh, that is coming out of the country. And I'm in Poland. I'm in Warsaw, guys. Today is I'm sorry because I'm worked up. Wednesday, February 5th, and yeah, this is actually really bothersome to me. Um, Not only that we are allowing this guy to walk freely in the White House right now, as far as Netanyahu and he has warrants from The Hague for his arrest for war crimes. He is being charged in Israel for corruption. How in the world this guy's sitting at the White House with J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, and we are allowing this to happen? How is that possible? The poor people, the poor children and orphans. There was a clip that I saw a lady taking care of 20 kids by herself. We are on our way to Gaza. We're going to go to Gaza. The culture will be in Gaza. The culture will be there, talking with families, talking with individuals, and seeing what they think about this American idea or this cultish idea from Donald Trump of taking over Palestinian land and relocating millions of people. How do we sound when we say shit like that, people? It doesn't sound good at all. It's kind of crazy. We're supposed to be God-fearing people. How is this even... Bro, enough is enough. Come on, man. You know, all I can keep seeing is the children that are there starving, searching for food, lost moms and dads. They're going to grow up and listen to this eventually. They're going to be adults. They're going to hear this guy retract all this stuff, and they're going to throw this right back in our face. Let's listen into this fool. These fools that we support. I don't support. Y'all support. I can't believe this.
These are the latest pictures from the Oval Office where the Israeli Prime Minister is meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump. Let's listen into what they have to say.
And we have steps to go yet, as you know. And maybe those steps go forward and maybe they don't. We're dealing with a very complex group of...
We're dealing with a very complex group of people. The deals that he wants to do, they want to build a canal, people. I'm telling you. They want to build the canal. They want to do resorts. They want to do more than that. Obviously, he says it here. I've stated it before in my other shows, and I'll be bringing that back up, that this guy wants this. They're serious. But this is exactly was their plan since 1960. This was always their plan. This is not surprising to me. This has always been their plan to build a canal next to the Suez. They want to, it goes right through Gaza. They want to build, now they're saying it out loud. I don't even need to tell you guys anymore. They're saying it out loud. And here you have it. Right here.
People, situation and people. But we have the right man. We have the right leader of Israel. He's done a great job. And
he is not the right man or the right leader. He is wanted for hate crimes around the world. He's wanted by 120 countries. He's also, for those tuning in, Netanyahu is also going through corruption in Israel, and he is not a great man at all.
I think we have a combination that's very unbeatable, actually.
These two men are shit balls.
Mr. President, what would happen if you hear...
Wait a minute. Wait. Where is that person? Where's that person coming from? Come on, go, you go.
What would happen if you hear from the Israeli side today that they're not willing to go through with the deal to get all the hostages back home and finish the war?
We'll see what happens. Whatever happens, we'll be prepared to handle the situation.
Are the Saudis demanding a Palestinian state?
Mr. President.
No.
Are the Saudis demanding a Palestinian state?
No, they're not. No.
Are they demanding a path towards a Palestinian state or any other recognition
Everybody's
of that
demanding one thing. You know what it is? Peace. We want peace. We want people to stop being killed. But everybody's demanding one thing. Very simple, peace. And he wants peace also.
Mr. President, do you think it's politically possible in Israel to get this deal done until the end?
To get the deal done?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, is it politically
Why wouldn't a deal get done? A deal can get done.
God,
We'll see what happens.
Zionists.
We're dealing with
Oh
very
my
complicated
God.
people, but a deal can absolutely get done.
God's people. Look, this is to my fellow Christians. All right, yo, my fellow Christians. All right, to my fellow Christian people listening, please, please, this is not what our scriptures teach us to be. This guy is not a God-fearing man. These men do not believe, especially Netanyahu, don't believe in Christ. The Jews killed Christ. Remember here, like us aligning ourselves with Israel is nothing but toxicity. You know what I mean? As you can see right now, you got a man that's killed and authorized the killing of 50,000. Yes, these guys been at war for a little while, for a long while. Yes, Hamas came in there and killed 1,200 people or so or more and took hostages. Let me tell you though, folks, if you do your research, you're gonna find out that Netanyahu is funding them for a while. How you think Hamas, Palestine can? Well, yeah, they say it's support from Iran and Iran and Hezbollah, and so but it's known that Netanyahu approved money and funding for Hamas. So, it's not like it's not a surprise here, okay, folks. So please, 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 please think about this, man. Do your research, and for my fellow Christians and our Christ-loving people, like this is not what we're about. This is not what the teachings are about. This is not what the scripture is about, right? So the evangelists that are out there, the pastors and the leaders, the church leaders, we cannot allow this man to represent us this way. They committed genocide, getting rid of people, and they're speaking out loud about it to get rid of people out of their own land and relocate them so they can build commercial sites and resort sites and a canal for money so these guys can do they look like they're hurting for money? They just want to keep enriching their pals and themselves. Come on, y'all, let's stick together on this, please. Let's continue with this. I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to
See what happens.
President Trump, I welcome Prime Minister Netanyahu. We have heard Joe Biden and Donald Trump take credit for the hostage and ceasefire deal. Who do you think deserves more credit?
I think President Trump added great force and powerful leadership to this effort. I appreciate it.
I want to be sick. I guess my stomach gets nasty sick when I listen to this guy talk. Like I feel like
a very good emissary. He's helped
I
it
want
along.
to puke.
And I'll just
I
tell
want to
you,
puke
I'm
when I
happy
hear
that
this
they're
guy's
here.
voice.
And I'm sure the president is happy that they're here. And I would think that's about enough.
That's how I feel about this guy.
What about Elizabeth Surkov, the Israeli hostage held in Iraq?
What about the Israeli press taking a press conference in Israel and not in Washington?
We would love to take a press conference to interview your Prime Minister Netanyahu. A few more questions. Prime Minister Netanyahu, do you support going forward with this deal and getting all the hostages out?
I support getting all the hostages out and meeting all our war goals. That include
All our war goals.
Hamas's military and governing capabilities and making sure that Gaza never poses a threat to Israel again.
Are you willing?
All three.
Are you willing to agree? Are you willing to go together? Are you willing to promise to the family?
So, and you see how them fucking smirking with all kids dying? The death and the destruction? Look at his face, y'all. Look at his face here. Look at this. I'm going to expand this for y'all real quick because I really need y'all to really, 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 really focus on this guy real quick. Look at his face, y'all. Look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile on their face. Folks, look at that. Look at that smile. That's evil right there. I'll tell you that right now. That's not what this is crazy that we're allowing this. Whew. I just get, you know, I'm not trying to get emotional about it, but come on, y'all. Come on, y'all got me talking like getting, this shit got me southern right here. I'll start like, wow, what is we really doing?
I think that I should talk to President
One at a time.
Trump,
So
okay?
I'll ask, do you agree with Trump's vision of getting all the hostages back home, even if it means to end the war?
Well, I'm not sure that you articulated correctly what the president's vision is. You can ask, he can speak for himself. He does that very, very well. I have my own views, 3 goals, not 1, not 2, 3 goals, and I will meet all 3 goals. I think the president can help enormously. He brings fresh thinking. Fresh thinking.
Terrorists who murdered hundreds of people who listed their own as the part of the deal.
It's a horrible thing. We can't forget it. I'll never forget it, and you can't forget it. And some people want to put it out of their memory, but we're not going to ever let that happen. It was a horrible day, October 7th. That was a horrible period of time. And
It was horrible. It was horrible, but
it happened. It was a group of people that like to pretend.
all of a sudden, the Israeli dropped the ball. Come on, man.
No, we're gonna,
I think it's
we're
all,
gonna
it's
get this
all,
thing wrapped up, and we're
all.
gonna
So
get it
this
done.
is
We're
exactly
also
what they
dealing,
wanted,
I
man.
think very successfully with Russia, Ukraine. We're going to hopefully get that one done at some point in the not too distant future. That's a complex problem also.
Oh, you said you could do it on day 1. Oh,
Yeah, no problem. There was no Ukraine and Russia fighting.
There
no
was Russia and
October
Ukraine
7th, there was
fighting.
nothing. And,
they were fighting. This guy just opened his mouth and just pure fucking lies. It's disgusting. Excuse my language, folks, but it blows my mind. I see why these journalists do like an hour on this guy. He's the most ridiculous person I've ever heard. Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Please, yo. Yo, I mean, this dude is off his rocker for sure. I thought I was off my rocker, but damn, bro. Oh my God.
some very poor leadership led to a lot of problems and a lot of death. And it's a shame, but we'll put it.
Day
we'll put
one,
out
he
the
said,
fires. We have a lot of fires.
Ukraine, I'm going to stop it in day 1. I'm going to stop it in day 1, Ukraine. Me and Putin are very good friends. Putin ain't talking to him. Putin's got problems. Putin's got problems, and Putin ain't talking to him. Y'all, remember? Oh, it's a very complex problem. Now it's complex. Please, how do you guys forget what this man says to you? How do you forget? This guy is off his rocker. He said day 1, 600,000 Ukrainian men dead. I will be in Kiev to get the right proper information, and I will be in Gaza. With you guys' support, we're going. We're going.
Do you support a Palestinian state like the peace plan you presented in January 2020? Is this plan still on the table?
Well, a lot of plans change with time, and a lot of death has occurred since I left and now came back. This death occurred not while I was here, but while somebody else was here. It shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't have allowed it to happen. It would have never happened, and that includes Russia, Ukraine would have never happened. Not even a little bit, not even a chance.
Excuse me, there is a
But
message.
now we are faced with a situation that's different, in some ways better and in some ways worse. But we're faced with a very complex and difficult situation, but we'll solve the problem.
Did you get from Gaza, out of Gaza? If not Jordan, Egypt, what other countries you think might accept Palestinians from Gaza?
Well, I think Jordan and Egypt will, I know they've spoken about it with you, and they say they're not going to accept. I say they will. But I think other countries will accept also. I think that Gaza maybe is a demolition site right now. If you look at Gaza, there's hardly a building standing, and the ones that are going to collapse. You can't live in Gaza right now, and I think we need another location.
Right now,
It's a good
right,
location
hey.
that's going to make people happy.
Yeah.
You look over the decades, it's all death in Gaza. This has been happening for years. It's all death. If we can get a beautiful area to resettle people permanently in nice homes and where they can be happy and not be shot, not be killed, not be knifed to death like what's happening in Gaza. And right now you have in Gaza a very dangerous situation in terms of explosives all over the place, in terms of tunnels that nobody knows who's in the tunnel. The whole thing is a mess. And I think that if we can resettle, and I believe we can do it in areas where the leaders currently say no. I mean, I've been saying that with Mexico, having to do with the border and all of the things, and you saw what happened, 10,000 soldiers, and they're going to do a good job. I really believe that, and I believe Canada is going to do a good job also. And they said the same thing, and then they did something much different than what you were hearing. This is a very, very difficult situation, but we're going to get it solved. I don't think people should be going back to
guy's
Gaza.
off his
I
run.
think that Gaza has been very unlucky for them. They've lived like hell. They lived like you're living in hell. Gaza is not a place for
Yeah,
people.
yeah, because they look like they're living in hell because that was the way Israeli and the U.S. has made it for them. Again, it was U.S. weapons. It was Israeli nonstop bombardment. Now we're telling them to forget the fuck out of their own land. We got some balls, man, some audacity. This is bullies. This is what bullies do. This is what dictators do. This is what apparently why Saddam Hussein got the rope. You guys, man, pay attention. Please pay attention. I can't say this enough that that this is wrong on all scales. And I'm not the only one talking about this and thinking this. Come on, people, man. We got to we got to clean this up somewhere, somehow, some way.
And the only reason they want to go back, and I believe this strongly, is because they have no alternative. What's the alternative? Go where? There's no other alternative. If they had an alternative, they'd much rather not go back to Gaza and live in a beautiful alternative that's safe. Peter?
Would Palestinians have the right to return to Gaza if they left while the rebuilding was happening?
It would be my hope that we could do something really nice, really good, where they wouldn't want to return. Why would they want to return? The place has been hell. It's been one of the meanest, toughest places on earth. And right now,
Wow. We cannot be seriously having this conversation. Guys, this is their home. This is where they live. This is where they belong. They've been here for hundreds and thousands of years as well. They also are Semitic. Come on, people. We are smarter than this. So much smarter than this. We're better than this.
Picture from every angle, better than if I were there. And nobody can live there. You can't live there. So if we can build them through massive amounts of money supplied by other people, very rich nations, and they're willing to supply it. If we can build something for them in one of the countries, and it could be Jordan, it could be Egypt, it could be other countries, and you could build 4 or 5 or 6 areas. It doesn't have to be one area, but you take certain areas and you build really good quality housing, like a beautiful town, like someplace where they can live and not die. Because Gaza is a guarantee that they're going to end up dying. The same thing's going to happen again. It's happened over and over again, and it's going to happen again as sure as you're standing there, Peter. So I hope that we could do something.
It's going to happen again. And that's the threat? That's a threat to them? Hold on. Yeah, on the hit. Because of them.
Like a beautiful town, like someplace where they can live and not die. because Gaza is a guarantee that they're going to end up dying. The same thing's going to happen again.
It's a
It's
guarantee.
happened over and
The same thing's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen over and over again. It's a guarantee that they're gonna die because the Jews want to kill them, all of them. They've said it. They've promoted it. Where are the human rights people? Why can't we get these guys in a cage? Is my question. It's nuts out here, y'all. It's nuts.
over again, and it's going to happen again as sure as you're standing there, Peter. So I
Sure
hope
is.
that we could do something where they wouldn't want to go back. Who would want to go back? They've experienced nothing but death and destruction. Who would want to?
If Egypt and Jordan tell you no, what will you do then?
Well, I don't think they're going to tell me no.
They already did.
I don't think they're going to tell me. I think they're going to tell
Wow.
Biden no, and I think they're going to tell other people no. I
So
don't
you think
no.
it will happen at the end?
I think there's a good chance. Yeah,
How
I'd like to
many
see it.
people are you thinking about?
All of them. I mean, we're talking.
Look at
about-
Netanyahu. Look at the devil next to him, loving it, smiling, smirking.
But I think all of them. I think they'll be resettled in areas where they can live a beautiful life and not
Resettled.
be worried about dying every day. Wait.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
you support building settlements, Jewish settlements back in Gaza in the next years?
Say it.
Building settlements, Jewish settlements back in Gaza in the next year. Do you support this idea?
I don't see it happening. It's too dangerous for people. Nobody can go there. It's too dangerous. Nobody wants to be there. Warriors don't want to be there. Soldiers don't want to be there. How can you have people go back? You're saying go.
They want to build a canal. They want to build resorts on the water. They want the beach. That's all he's thinking about. High rises, Jewish settlement high rises on the beach in Palestine. Mark my words, guys. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to build. That's why they probably paid Hamas, and they're all in on. There's a bunch of people in on this, man. I'm telling you. And the only people that are suffering is the children. Very much so. It's crazy.
To Gaza now, the same thing's going to happen.
And the old- and the
It'll only be
seniors and the
death.
widows.
The best way to do it is you go out and you get beautiful, open areas with the sunlight coming through, and
But
you
that's
build
not what I meant.
something nice.
It's
And
Israeli
they are not
settlements
going to
back
want
in
to.
Gaza.
They are not going to want to go back to Gaza.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, what is your message to the families of the hostages that look at this deal, that are worried that this deal won't go through? What do you say to them at this moment?
Same message I said from the beginning of the war. Get them out, get them back. We got over 70%, close to 75% of the people who everybody believed.
These fucking guys. Oh Lord, help me have some patience and not curse. This gets me so tight right now, folks. We got it. We're better than this, y'all. We're better than this. We are better than all of this. I know we are. We can't. I mean, they saying it right in front of your face. So, I mean, I ain't making it up. I don't know what this is. Kurva. No, what is this? No, let's go back to it. No, I am so sorry, folks. I don't know what this is, but end of the whole conversation. Actually, we're already well. I don't think you need more than what I just said. What you just heard, and what's being broadcasted right now all over the place, all over the world. All over the world right now. So I'm not gonna be that. Pretty much what they want to do is build resorts, not relocate the Palestinian people, and build their canal, build their resorts. He wants it to look like Miami, Florida. So does Netanyahu. which is a war criminal, which is wanted in 120 countries right now, and is at the White House and was there yesterday or today and has not been arrested. Okay. Well, that's all, folks, I got for you tonight. And I'm going to go. It's like every second, it's like every hour you got new news coming out of the White House or out of somewhere, a plane falling out of the sky. Lies about Ukraine, because the war is still ripening over here in the Europe side, and it's right next door to me. So, and we'll be going there talking to people soon, and we'll be heading to Gaza soon. With your support, we're gonna have a GoFundMe campaign where, you know, we're gonna go to these locations, sponsored by you folks that are supporting me here and coming to see my show and listening in from time to time. Yeah. We're gonna go to these locations and get it from the horse's mouth, as they say. All right, folks. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna cut out of here, go get some food, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. I'm Prado with the Culture. Thank you for tuning in. If you got any questions, please email me, hit me up on my Facebook or my Instagram. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace.